Who has two thumbs, can't use them, and appreciates all your guys' support? This guy. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Chuck, AskACapper. Yes, I'm the quadriplegic gamer. This gameplay was brought to you only using me face. And it's a little bit of a review of Brink from Splash Damage with id Technology. So, this was a gameplay I got. I've been playing Brink a little bit here and there, and I know it didn't receive rave reviews when it came out. I was proud of Splash Damage for adding remapping, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. This mission, the goal of it is to escort this guy to the exit, something like that, and you got to keep the other team from taking him out. You got to revive him and stuff. But anyway, that's the mission. You'll see me be able to play it. So this game has full remapping. The user interface for the remapping is awesome. Like, seriously great. Super good. You just go in, you change it, and what's nice and the way it works is that, say I bind using the revive syringe to L1 or L2, I think I did in this game, that whenever you're prompted to revive, it just an L2 shows up in the place of, unless you bind it to X, it would be an X that would pop up. So that's how it should work. It's just so simple. People say, oh, it's a lot more work for developers, but you just have it bind, the action to the graphic, and it would be perfect. So anyway, I'm not aiming down sight in this because I haven't figured out exactly how to do that most effectively yet. I had it on the triangle, but it wasn't quite working for my aim. So I need to figure that out. This game does not have aim down sight lock, which is a good feature to have for disabled gamers and people who like that feature. ADS lock. But what was good is that there's actually situations in this game where you come up to a terminal and you need to interact with the terminal by holding a button and then rotating the analog stick to change your classes to like whatever you need for the objective, a medic, an engineer, whatever. So you need to do that, and I can't. It's not a lock when you click on it, so you have to hold it. So I was able to bring up the option wheel to L1, and then use the analog stick with my chin, and then let go of L1 when I choose my class. It worked out pretty good. So that was a workaround that I wouldn't have been able to do if I didn't have remapping. So thank you, Splash Damage. So what do I think of Brink? Brink is good. It is a step in the right direction. I think it was too big a step. Yes, I said step in the right direction. Yes, that's ironic because I'm in a wheelchair. I need to explain these things. These jokes aren't funny. Step in the right direction. The reason I like Brink because, of course, I like playing the objective because for me, I'm not going to be some Slayer role and just getting mad kills or whatnot. But, being able to play as a team and I love working with a team and accomplishing goals. I haven't played this game online, but I can see why Brink wasn't people weren't psyched about it. Because it's a little bit complicated to get used to, like switching classes, what's your class do. That's the challenge. There was this really cool Google talk. I'll try and put a link down below or on the screen in this video. And this guy, I think he was a doctor, I'm not exactly, or an author, I think. Whatever. Point being, he made this, did this study on the fact of information overload. When people have too many options, then they cease to be able to make decisions and they get lost way too easily. And I think with Brink, it was just so complex. It's just like, the gun options and the character outfit options. And there's so many different levels of customization, which is really cool. But at a certain point, it just becomes too much for people, and they go oh, I can't even handle it. I give up. And a perfect example of that is Call of Duty. It's like you pick up a Call of Duty game, you bang your primary, your secondary, you go into a playlist, and then in your playlist you get, team deathmatch, and that's something I thought Brink definitely should have had, was a team deathmatch mode, where you're on a map and you're just going at it team for team, or a free-for-all mode where you're just hanging out and you're just gaining XP and you're just killing people, killing fools, slaying fools with my face. That's what I think, would have helped Brink do better in this market. That maybe it has these modes, I just don't see them, but I don't think it does. I think it has more of the objective. You have your team and the enemy team, and they're trying to keep you from moving, the ball forward, per se, to use a little football reference there. Moving the chains forward, actually. But yeah, so it's and I didn't really, and this play is horrible, of course. I'm just doing this so I can get a review of Brink out there for you guys, let you know the experience I'm having with it. And, but I mean, I'm enjoying playing it. I've been going through some of the different challenges, trying to unlock all the gear. There's a ton of guns. Like, I mean, it's like ridiculously, like almost too many guns. I don't really understand the interface, of course. It's kind of a bummer. So, yeah, it's pretty intense. There's a lot to it, and you can tweak almost everything. But I think that's where Brink really had, splash damage. They did a great job. I think it looks great, and the story seems pretty cool. And the remapping is awesome, spot on. You guys nailed it out of the park. And the guns are great. I like the different guns and all the little options for them, but it just might have been too much. And just like if they'd shipped this with like a little more straightforward multiplayer, I think it would have done a lot better. If you'd had and if they didn't have the issues on that opening day with the servers and all that. That happens to games when they come out. People that are expecting the next COD killer or the game that's going to dethrone Call of Duty, which isn't going to be a game for a long time that'll do that. But then, they have issues with the servers. It happens at tons of games. I mean, they even happens to Call of Duty. I don't know why they haven't figured out how to launch a game and have the servers not down. But, yeah, see, I wasn't reviving that guy, and I should have been. There you go. I did it. I can't believe it. I missed so many opportunities. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. And it's good. It's quick being able to kick down treats to your teammates. Always a good thing. But yeah. So anyway, I think that would help this game get a stronger foothold in the community. If they'd had maybe just a straight up team deathmatch or a straight up free for all mode, or But it seems that the objectives are based around the missions in the game, which that's kind of what got people confused. Like, oh, I gotta be an engineer and I gotta repair this this cart that I'm trying to protect and then move that along to the goal. That's what got people kind of screwed up, I think. But I don't know. The game's cool. I'm having some fun playing it. Hopefully the guy who won the contest got his copy, and he'll leave a message saying that he got his copy. I'd like to get his thoughts on it. That'd be very, very exciting and cool too. Appreciate that. The guy who won the signed copy that I couldn't play on my Xbox, because here I'm playing on PlayStation 3. God, I had to review a lot of info there. But yeah. So, and if you guys don't watch the intro video if you're playing Brink for the first time. Don't watch you get like 1,000 XP for it. But you're in XP so fast that 1,000 XP is not worth your time. That's a little pro tip. You only using me hip fire again. And the perk selection in this thing is like there's so many choices. It's so confusing. I just get lost. So yeah, it's kind of just something I think the next version of this game, or whatever game they use this engine that they've created for, could be awesome. I mean, I love the dynamic of working as a team. That's what this, the first-person genre needs. A game that promotes unity. I mean, I haven't played Battlefield, so I think that's more team-related than Call of Duty in regards to, rewarding team play. Homefront's good like that too, though. So, yeah. But there you go. Completed that mission. That's my thoughts on Brink. I wish it had taken hold a little bit more, and I just think that's where Splash Damage can tweak something in the future. Brink 2 or whatever game they make after that. Mission accomplished. So do I recommend Brink? Good question. If you're somebody who likes single-player campaigns, Brink's is pretty diverse. You can play from both sides of the field, and if you can pick it up for $20, I don't think you go wrong, because I think the hours of fun you derive from it would be more than, going to 2 movies or whatever. Just a thought on that. But yeah, I recommend it if you can get it for pretty cheap and you like to play single-player games. Multiplayer, you might still have some fun with, so check it out. So that's Brink. There you go. Remapping for the win. Game could have been a little bit better, but, hey, I'm still a fan of Splash Damage, and I appreciate all the work that they did for doing remapping. That's all I got to say. Petition's doing awesome. We're about to pass 74,000. You guys rock. I love you. And peace in your crease. Game on, gamers.